I know that when I say Payday 3 is lacking some crucial features, I'm not alone in that opinion. Payday 3 is over a year old now, and the content updates keep rolling in, with the latest being the Fear and Greed update. However, there are still some incredibly important features and changes that we are missing. Well, that's all about to change with the upcoming October update. Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's been a while since I last uploaded, but with the Payday 3 update just around the corner, I thought I'd come on here and talk about it, and do an overview on the most recent blog post that's talking about the upcoming October update, titled Anniversary Update Part 2. So, for those who don't know, Payday 3's Anniversary Update was coming in two parts. The first one is already out and brought some brand new content and QOL into the game, like a new heist, cosmetics, guns, and just quality of life changes. But part 2 is just 2 weeks away at the time of recording this video, and it already proves to be one of Payday 3's most important moments. So, without further ado, let's jump into why this update's so crucial to Payday 3's future. Now, the way this video is going to be formatted is, I'm going to start off with the least important and build up to the most important of the blog post or of the update that we're going to be seeing on October 30th. To start off with, let's talk about the new masks. On the website, it says, get spooky with a new Halloween mask or freshen up your heisting attire with 2 new masks of the week. This is always nice. I love cosmetics. I love customizing my heister. It feels like me. It's my character. It's what I'm going to be playing with. It's who I'm spending my time with. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all love that, right? You love that. I love that. It's one of the best parts about Payday in general. That's great. Along with this update, we're getting some Twitch drops where you can watch Payday 3 streams on Twitch to receive in-game cosmetics for free. This is great. I believe we've had some of this before. I'm not somebody that typically watches streams though. I don't really enjoy them. I prefer just, short videos or just videos on YouTube in general. But if these cosmetics can sway me into doing it, I'll watch a few streams and get them. Why not? It's free, doesn't harm anybody. It's great. That's always wonderful. So those two so far are what I believe to be the least important of the updates. While I do love cosmetics, these next few features, as I've been saying and building it up, this is Payday 3's, in my opinion, most crucial update. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't to downplay any content we've had. We've had some amazing heists, some amazing feeling guns and cosmetics that we've seen throughout the year now that we have, well, been graced with Payday 3's existence, if you could say that. It's just that these next few features have been begged for by the whole community for a year now. I've wanted it, you've wanted it, we've all been long awaiting these features. We have not known when they're coming out, and it's finally happening now, and it's incredibly important. And I thought I'd make this video as well just to get this to more people out there, to let you know that these features that you probably wanted, they're going to be in the game soon, and it's huge, it's amazing. So yeah, let's talk about the other features of this update. So next on the list is the UI update. On the website, it says Payday 3 now has a revamped UI to complement the brand new content and features released in the past year. When I found out they were going to be revamping the UI and overhauling it or changing it, whatever, God, I almost screamed. I love that they're doing this now. I don't think anybody likes Payday 3's UI. I mean, the fact that when you click on a menu, like to buy a gun or an outfit, and you press B and you can't even go back, just shows how low effort and with duct tape and glue this seems like it was put together with. It's a terrible UI. There's no doubt about that. I love the game, but I will stand here and tell you that it's one of the worst UIs I've ever seen in gaming. And sadly, it's become all too common for games to have these terrible UIs now. I mean, look at Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. You think you're looking at Netflix. It's awful. And then Payday 3 has a terrible UI as well, and it's just become a horribly common thing in games now to have these really bad looking UIs and to have them just barely be functional and be horrible to look at. But we're finally getting a UI update that'll change it. I have no idea what this looks like yet. I don't think they've showed us. I would be interested to see if they do show some photos of it before the launch in about 2 weeks. But either way, I'm so excited. I hope they knock this out the park, because it'll only benefit the game much more and just add to all the quality of life changes that Payday 3 has had since the game came out. So, moving on, the next one is cross-platform VoIP and text chat. The website says, communication is key to any successful heist. Whether it's the panicked cries of your team being gunned down, the sweet sound of coordination, or the heroic rescue, you'll hear it all. We are finally getting voice chat, text chat, and for it to be cross-platform. Wow. It took this long. It took this long to get it. Payday is a game that strives when you have a good team, when you have, you know, your friends with you, or some randoms that all work together and all want to do a loud or a stealth heist. When it all comes together, it feels amazing, but that's not possible without communication. They do say communication is key, right? They said that at the beginning. It always has been. In Payday games, it's always been key to a successful heist. So to not have that just doesn't make sense. Payday 3 launched without it. I mean, how did that get past them? How did they not realize or implement it sooner? Either way, it's finally coming into the game. Soon you'll be able to talk to your friends who are on PlayStation or on PC or Xbox or other platforms and have a fun heist. And you can talk to randoms as well, and it's going to be amazing. And I cannot believe it took this long. Genuinely, I cannot believe it. Now, I am somebody that plays solo. I don't like playing with randoms, and the reason for that being is I like having complete control over how my heist goes. I like knowing that if I'm going stealth and I'm by myself, nobody will ruin it other than myself. I like to know if I'm going loud, I've got my strats and my ability to know how to do things and where to go to, you know, get it over and done with as fast as possible while maximizing the amount of money and XP that I get. However, I can't guarantee that's the case in randoms in matches, and because you couldn't talk to people, you couldn't let them know if you wanted to do stealth, you couldn't let them know if you wanted them to go into a specific room or pick up a key card or unlock a door for you or transport a bag. You simply couldn't talk to each other. Now, you did have text chat, and I believe this was only present on the PC version of the game, and I don't think console players could see text chat. I'm not sure though, I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they could see it. But now I feel like I'm going to enjoy playing with randoms a bit more. I can talk to them now. If they have a mic, they can let me know how they want to play the game. We can work together on that. We can do stealth. We can have coordination. Just work together. That's a staple of the Payday franchise. And the fact that that hasn't been a case, or that hasn't been the case until now in Payday 3's life, is insane. But it's finally coming. I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but I'm so excited for this voice chat. I'm just annoyed that it took so long to begin with. I've had many failed heists because of it, and many, you know, frustrating nights. You know, I feel like we all have. It's common right now in Payday 3 to have that. Some random guy joins and just shoots everyone while you're trying to go stealth. It's so annoying. But yeah, at least we're getting that now. And the last of the update, but definitely not least in this blog post, is, say it with me now if you know it, server browser. The website says, the much sought after server browser returns. Pick freely with or without filters and dive straight into the action with the perfect crew. So this blends perfectly with the cross-platform voice and text chat, right? Now you can communicate with your friends or communicate with randoms that are on different platforms or just not in your party or aren't your friend in real life. And you can do stealth. But with the server browser, you can filter it to just stealth or just loud. So combine those two, you'll find yourself getting into stealth heists or loud heists if you want them way easier. You know, you're not going to join a heist hoping it's stealth and have your stealth loadout, and then everyone's running around with bloody miniguns and everyone's, you know, dying all the time. It's a loud heist. You know, you won't know that until you join, and it's a massive waste of time. So that blends together absolutely perfectly. But this server browser itself is so amazing. That is the most important feature of this update, in my opinion, and I can't wait to see how it looks. You know, combining all these UI updates, cross-platform voice chat, and the server browser, I just wonder how it's all going to seem, how it's all going to look. Is it going to be like a crime net? I'm not too sure if they've said anything about how the server browser is going to work. If it's going to be like a crime net style browser where it all pops up with the different jobs, like difficulties and people, and then you can just join it if you want to, or if it's going to be just like a simple drop-down menu with just names and people and filter. If that's the case, okay, cool. We've got a server browser. That's fun. That's nice. We wanted it. You know, it's better with than without. But still, I hope they include it to be some sort of crime net thing, because if it isn't, that'll feel like a waste of opportunity to bring crime net back properly and in full swing, and it'll feel like a cheap way of just doing it, and, you know, I wouldn't like that. But either way, it's better with than without, so we're getting that, and that's incredibly important. Now, that marks the end of what will be the October 30th Anniversary Part 2 update. But it's not the end of the blog post. I will carry on reading forward, but if you've watched this far, thank you so much. Genuinely, I've not uploaded in a while, life gets in the way sometimes, and, you know, with this update coming around the corner, I thought this would be a great video to make, you know, to inform people on what's coming, why it's so important, and just enjoy it, you know? So with that out of the way, let's talk about the new Payday edition. So, as you know, Payday 3's been out for a year, and they've now launched the Payday 3 Year 1 edition, which includes, as follows, the base game, 4 DLC expansions, Syntax Error, Boys in Blue, Houston Breakout, and Fear and Greed. Assassin Pack, Heavy Hitter Pack, Island Skin, Drifter Pack, Preacher Pack, bonus content, server browser, and a UI revamp. And along with a bunch of guns and whatever, right? This is pretty cool. This is a great way to, I guess, get into Payday 3 now. I guess, although it's typically just the Gold Edition, I guess. I'm a Gold Edition owner. I bought it day one. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not really seeing the point in a UN edition other than I guess it's just to sum up all the content and, make it easier to throw at people rather than just buying a Gold Edition and it gives maybe like a vague description of what's coming in the next year. Like it's already out, so a UN edition makes sense. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. Along with this UN edition, later on in the year, they've announced that there's going to be a legacy heist that will return later this year for completely free, allowing all players to relive one of the game's most popular challenges. Additionally, a brand new paid character pack will be released, offering heisters and operators the tools they need to stay ahead of the law. So, that concludes this blog post. Talking about this anniversary update part 2 and the year 1 edition. There was a Reddit AMA, but that was yesterday, so there'd be no point in me mentioning this now. But that wasn't the blog post. I didn't miss that on purpose. That was yesterday, so yeah. I don't think they're still doing it now, so it'd be pointless in me mentioning it or announcing it. But yeah, so the free updates, the anniversary update, the year 1 edition, a new legacy heist. Well, I say new. A legacy heist coming on later this year, and a brand new paid character pack. That concludes this, roadmap update, this blog post, I guess you could call it. And it's packing some amazing features that I just cannot wait for. And I mean it, and I'm sure you realize, what I'm saying when I mean that this is one of the most crucial updates in Payday 3's history. If they butcher this server browser, if the voice chat doesn't work, if this UI update is still terrible, it will dampen everyone's enjoyment all over again and put a big grey cloud over Payday 3 once again, and it will just keep staying there, and I can imagine the reviews will drop again. They have, in this blog post, actually celebrated Payday 3 hitting mostly positive in the past 30 days, which is it's kind of funny in a way. It's great. I'm proud of the game. I love it so much, and I'm proud that developers have been able to pull the game back in some way, but the fact that we're even celebrating this is somewhat questionable. It shouldn't have launched the way it did anyway, but at least we're here. We got to this point. Hopefully it keeps on improving, but yeah. Either way, that concludes today's video, so thank you all for watching all the way through if you have. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope you have the best rest of your day. Stick around, subscribe, like if you enjoyed this video, if you thought it was informative. That's what I aim to do with my videos, is to be informative and to keep you up to date with all the new information and things going on in the Payday franchise and series or whatever. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and goodbye.